Hey everybody, this is Steve with Multisport Mojo. Today we're showing you how to put a swim resistance belt on, or a swim leash. They're called both things. We get a lot of questions about, what happens if I don't live by open water, or if I can't get to a lake or an ocean or a reservoir. What happens if I can't, or if I don't have access or live by a lap pool? How do I get my workouts in? And I've only got a regular, backyard pool. The swim leash or swim resistance belt is a terrific option if you don't have access to open water for open water training, or you don't have access to a lap pool. Why is that? Well, I'll tell you what, a swim resistance belt is one of my favorite swim tools. You've got a couple of parts. You've got this bungee cord, right? That has a loop that hooks to some fixed object. For me, we've got a basketball hoop in the backyard with the standard. We put this right over the standard. That cord has got a carabiner that hooks to a pretty comfortable belt. It's a belt that's got a clip, and then it's got this just comfortable wrap, so that as it comes around and you start to swim forward, there's nothing rubbing or grinding against your stomach that's painful. It's a pretty easy setup. Now, again, why would I want to use this? Listen, you've got to get your swim training in. You've got to, I think you move away from this. You look at you move away from laps, but you can still do. Swim and swim and swim, just like you would swim at a lap pool. You can use this. Now, you're not going to leave. You're not going anywhere with a resistance belt. This bungee has got enough play to where it will let you go, but it's not going to totally let you go. You're going to stay in place. But with the bungee, you still get the feel as you swim that it's a natural motion. You can kick, or you can use a swim buoy. You can use paddles. You can do all the drills. The only thing you're not doing is touching. If you're at a lap pool, you're just not touching at the end and coming back. If you don't have access to open water, it's that same feeling. In fact, I would recommend, if you're a triathlete or duathlete and you've got a race coming up, or ultimately you've got races that you train for and they're open water races, you want to get yourself a resistance belt. Too often, I think as triathletes, we are not prepared for an open water swim, even though you've been swimming in a lap pool and with all of your swim training. All those 25 yards out, turn, 25 yards back, turn. It's different when you've got to go for 45 minutes and a half Ironman, or an hour and a half in a full Ironman. It's different when you're just out swimming without stopping, without anything to hold on to. This is a great way to train for it, because you get swimming and you can just swim. You can just swim and swim and swim. You never have to touch, and you get used to at least the mental hurdle of, I'm not going to touch anything. I have to be able to swim straight for an extended period of time. So it's a great way to get your swim fitness in. It's a great alternative to open water or lap pools if you don't have access to them. And then it's a great training tool for open water swimming. Personally, I have access to open water. We have lakes and reservoirs here in the Phoenix area. So before a race, I'll throw a wetsuit on and I'll go out a few times out to a lake or reservoir and get comfortable. The majority of my swim training is in a lap pool, and so I'm going through workouts, drills, and I'm doing that. And that's 3-4 days a week in the lap pool. But I also add a day or two during the week of swimming here in the home pool with a swim leash, because for me it mimics a race day swim, and it gets me mentally prepared and physically prepared for a half Ironman, or a half Ironman, or a full Ironman distance swim, which are they can be 30 to 45 minutes for the half, or somewhere between an hour and hour and a half for the full, which is a long swim. Okay, so that's what a swim resistance belt is and why you want to use it. Let's show you how to put one on real quick. So again, you've got this loop at the end of the leash, and then you've got the strap that goes around you. So I'm going to turn around. We're going to show you what to do. So I'm just going to put the end of this leash right on to the top. If I can get it on there, right? And it sits about right here. Now, it's not going to string you out a long ways, and it doesn't really need to. It just has to string you out far enough so that your feet aren't hitting the edge of the pool. I'll come back here a little bit. This just goes around your stomach. It comes in, it clips. I'm going to get the pad out of the way. It's just an easy clip. It goes in, straight in, slides in. Just pull it through, and then it clips over. You don't have to have it too tight. It ultimately will get a drag somewhere between your stomach and your belt line. And then I just slide it around so that I have this. I'm going to stand up a little bit. You have that sleeve, which is on your stomach. That softer neoprene sleeve acts like a cush. And then on the back, right, is that carabiner and the hook from the leash part right to the belt, right? So you can see that there's just enough distance. It's not a ton of distance, and you don't need it to be. So it's not going anywhere, and I'm going to come back, and I've got plenty, right, of flexibility. So it's going to let me extend a little bit, but it's not going to let me go too far. And my pool, you can see I'm not on the long side, I'm on the shallow side, and it still works perfectly. All right, so let me just show you how this works. Let me put my goggles on here. I'll get that set up. Now, using a swim leash in the pool, again, I use it to mimic open water swimming. If you don't have access to a lap pool and you need to use it to do drills, you can do that. So you can use paddles, you can do fingertip drags, you can do side to side, you can do one arm, you can do all the drills for strength and endurance and speed that you want to do using a resistance belt. I like to use it to mimic open water swimming. So I'll either use a swim buoy or I'll just kick, and so I'll mix it up. So today I'm just going to use a swim buoy because it's easy to show you. I'm just going to put the swim buoy right fat side front. That's how it's an easy way to remember it. And this is as easy as this gets. So I'm just going to swim right toward you, and maybe I'll swim a little this way so you can see it. But I'll just do 5-6 strokes, and you can see how this works. Are you ready? Here we go. Okay, it's pretty simple, right? If I didn't want to use a swim buoy and I wanted to kick, it's the same thing. I think one of the questions people have is, am I just gonna drop like a rock in the pool? No, you're not going to. You swim, and it holds you up, and instead of letting, if it wasn't connected to you, you just take off and go. But just like you would in a normal lap pool or in open water, you're going to stay afloat by virtue of forward motion. Well, that's how swim leash works, and that's where you can go. And this is a Tire TYR swim leash. You can find it out on trigearguru.com or swimgearguru.com. I hope you follow us here on our YouTube Multisport Mojo channel. We've got product reviews where we take stuff out of the box, we'll do a review, then we'll go do a road test or swim test or a run test, tell you what we think, put it through its paces, and we'll give you top tips like this, how to do stuff. And then we've got a podcast where we take Coach Kirk, who's an Ironman certified coach, myself as an age grouper, we'll throw a topic, we could throw it to the tropics, take a topic, and we hit it from both sides. You get two different perspectives, pretty interesting and entertaining because Kirk is kind of a nut, along with being a terrific coach. Okay, Hey, thank you for following us today. This has been how to use a swim leash for swim training. This is Steve with Multisport Mojo, and we'll see you next time.